look what came. Okay, so we're gonna figure this out. It does come with a recipe book. I looked at it. It's got like your basic recipes in there. Let's see here. There's not like that many. It's just natural yogurt. So that's basically what I'll be making to start. Now I thought though, maybe I'll add some sugar to it because these are different kinds. Oh, come on. The last one I think is lemon. Yeah. So in these ones it's saying to put sugar in them. So I feel like that's going to make it sweeter, right? To get that flavor, because like we like our yogurt sweeter. So I think I'm going to follow the recipe. Well, let's see. This one is the yogurt with lemon in it, but I'm not going to do a flavor to start. So it says 1,500 grams of milk and 1.5 grams of of yogurt culture. But what does it have? I'm gonna look at the plain recipe and see if it's the same. Or 1,500 grams of milk. No, it's the same. So literally it's the same recipe, you're just adding some sugar. So that's what I'll probably do. So it comes with that, and then you've got your manual on how this guy works. But it seems pretty straightforward. And then you got this guy. So I'm going to take it out of the box. Alright, here she is. So it's like basically like a little crock pot warming station. And it comes with 8 jars, and they are glass. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's glass, okay? And these are plastic lids, but so these look to be 180 milliliters to the top there. So you just put these in there, and then you've got your temperature and timer, and then obviously your start button here. And I think you hit 1, it'll show you temperature, you up and down, and then you hit it twice, maybe time wise. Does this guy, I mean, it comes with this guy, so I imagine that it's goes for this. Let's see what the directions say for a basic. There's a glare. It says put the ingredients in a pot and mix thoroughly until the ingredients are combined, dissolved, and lump free. Pour the mixture into the yogurt maker's jars. So it doesn't say like if it's high heat or medium heat or low heat for this. Like you can kind of read that too. Pour the mixture into the yogurt jars. Let the yogurt cook for the programmed time. So I guess it's probably, well, I don't know. These are not very good recipes because it gives you like the ingredients and how much, but then it doesn't tell you how much time here or what temperature of heat or any of that. So it's not really an actual recipe book, okay? It gives you an estimated 12 hours at 107. Let the yogurt cook for the time suggested. Then take the cups of yogurt out of the yogurt making. Let them cool. After they've cooled, put the lids on and put them in the fridge. So I guess you gotta do it without the lids on. See, they come with lids. But that's the recipe book. So now let's see if it tells us in here. You got all your features. Here, let's put all the rest of the jars in here. I wish that they had metal lids, but they are plastic. That's the only thing. It's a lot of, but it should be food safe, right? So here's what, that's what it looks like. And then you put this as your lid. You put that on there. And there's a plug there. So this is a plug-in one. Obviously, most crock pots are. I assume I don't know if I've ever seen a crock pot that has like batteries or anything. You wouldn't want that, right? because you got that sucker on for hours. Like, you gotta have it plugged in. Okay, so check the voltage, make sure that it matches. Oh, I think it's just like your plugs it's talking about. That's just for your safety kind of deal. How to start the machine. So when you power it on, so see it says here, move my hand out of the way. Let's read this though, because some of these machines you gotta like prime them, right? Like I've started machines, like I had an ice cream machine one time, and I didn't realize you're supposed to like run it through a whole thing before. Yeah. No, it wasn't that. It was the pasta machine. You had to like prime it. When I used to have a pasta machine. When the power is turned on, the machine will emit a beep sound indicating the yogurt maker is ready for use. Set your temperature. Press the time temp button. The temp lamp turns green and flashing. Press your up or down button, and of course then set it to your range. Then press the start or reset button to confirm the temperature. Though that's good to know. I'd be over here like trying to set it, like hit the time button next. So you want to hit your button here, and then up or down to whatever temperature you want, and then you hit the start button. That starts the temperature, okay? Then, let's see what's next. Then to set the time, hit the time button, turns green and flashing, press your up or down, and then press the start. So you got to do it both times. So you hit the temp, up, down, or wherever you want it to be, hit start, hit the time, up or down, however much time you want, and hit start again. And then it's going to... let's see, 1 hour to 48 hours, then press your start button, confirm the time. Yogurt maker machine starts working after the set temperature and the time. Lamps turn in red, which means your yogurt maker is working. Once that happens, you're not going to be able to set that anymore. So if you want to modify or reset it, you need to hit the start button again. So you're not going to be able to go back over here and hit it again and change it. You got to start all over again. So make sure you read and you know exactly how the temperature and time need to be before you start a recipe, because you won't have to start it all over and you could ruin your whole batch, right? So keep that in mind. Don't be one of those people like, oh, I think it's this, I'm going to just let it start and then I'll figure it out later. Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll ruin your whole batch. I did get, spun you around there. I did get these guys, and I opened her up, and so this is what I'm going to be using. They come in these little packets, and yes, I got donuts, okay? Don't judge me. I have never made donuts, and I want to learn, but look at these. Salted caramel donuts. Anyways, we digress. So, let's spin you back over here. I don't know why I spun around that way. But anyways, so this is what I'm going to make, and there's 10 packets. Oh, that's dark. There's 10 packets in here, so this will make 10 rounds. Because it makes 1.5 quarts of yogurt per little packet there. And you only need... I don't even know. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out how much of this that fills. I mean, I feel like that's a lot. 1.5 quarts. How many quarts is in 180 milliliters? Well, that's not a quart. I mean, but how many quarts is like total? I don't know. I'm not good with measurements. Let's see. I have a thing up here. 64 tablespoons is 1 quart, according to my measurements on the wall up there. I got a little handy dandy chart on my wall. So 2 pints. So this is probably a pint, right? Lord, I gotta like relearn all my stuff. It's been a while. So I feel like this is a pint. So it would be 1 quart is 2 pints. So like, it says it makes 1.5 quarts. So I probably get like, I don't know, I probably get 4 out of a packet. I don't know, we'll find out. Well, yeah, because you got to add it now. Let's look, okay? Let's look. Oh, I'm coming up on time here. I'm gonna have to make a part 2. But anyways, that's how you like use this thing and run this thing. I'll do a separate video though on like making and how we're gonna make it. But anyways, that's how you run the thing. And then it just tells you get your milk and your powder and do all the things. Do not use warm water. Oh, sorry, can only use warm water. Do not wash the top cover while boiling water. Okay, well, I don't know. This is like how to use. And then this is, oh. This is telling you how you can add things into there properly, which is nice because you can add like honey, or like I have my fermented, what do you call that? I guess it's a fermentation process of my orange and vanilla and lemon flavorings that I'm making, but they're not ready yet, so I can't use them yet. But anyways, and then there's just some things about the machine. And then this is the back, giving you some, some thoughts there on what you can do. So that's it. That's all I got on this for now, because I'm going to do a separate video on actually making the yogurt. But anyways, both of these I got off of Amazon. This is the brand of what I got. I think it was like 35 bucks. It came with this little guy, so and I think the yogurt starter was 10 bucks. So then you can actually take your yogurt and freeze dry it, which I don't have a freeze dryer, but you can freeze dry it, and that will be your next culture starter for your next batch. So you can continue making your own without buying this. I just have to figure out how to do that without having a freeze dryer. So I don't know if I can do it with a dehydrator or not. So that's something I'm going to learn about as well. But for now, we're going to start with this guy. And probably not tonight, but I don't know. They say the best way to do it is start at night and let it go cook overnight for like 12 hours. And then you can, but I just don't leave anything plugged in overnight like that. It just makes me nervous, especially when it's something new like this. And you don't know how it's going to react, and how, and then you get that new plastic smell when it's first turned on. So I just don't want to do all of that while I'm sleeping. So I will not be turning it on at least my first go around overnight, but they say that's one thing you can do. So anyways, that's it for now as far as my yogurt maker. And the reason I got one of these is because my crock pot does not have a yogurt setting on it, and you have to have very specific heat to make this properly and not get sick. Okay, so if you have a yogurt button on it, that means that your Instapot or crock pot or whatever pot has that setting for that amount of heat. Mine does not. Neither of mine do. So for me, it's just safer to know that I'm using something that has the specific timing and heat built into where you have that for these. So there's other options. There's ones where you can make like the whole quart in one container, like an actual crock pot where you just dump everything in, and then it, whatever, just set it and forget it kind of thing. But I figured this was easier because it's already in the jars that way. And then you just like pop them in the fridge, and then they're just ready to grab and eat. And that's how we eat yogurt. So we prefer to have the little mini ones versus having the big tub. So for us, that works. But you can get the ones that have the big tubs and just have it in your fridge as a bulk option. And yogurt's also very good for smoothies, something else we like. So this is kind of more of a so that we don't waste kind of thing. And I like that these are glass. So that was the other reason that sold me on this one. Again, I wish these were like a metal lid, and like the base is plastic, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So, and then this little lid goes on top, and that's it. There we go. So, yeah, I'm excited to do a video on our first yogurt making and see if it is as easy as they say and as good as they say, and see if it is something that we can be successful with. So, thanks for watching.